What is going on, lunatics? The state of crypto is out of control right now. So we're up about $60 billion on the day. We were up $200 billion yesterday. The market is set to explode near or very close to an all-time high. Not only that, a big surge today, and we're at the all-time high. A big surge over the next couple of days, same thing. Bitcoin already tested $119,000, which means, again, that what I told you guys is playing out, that we are going into that part of the bull run that's going to lead to a Bitcoin explosive move. And then from that explosive move, large caps are going to start pumping, and then mid caps are going to start pumping. And it was my estimation that we're in the mid cap phase. So the large caps are about to start pumping, leading off with Ethereum, which is touching about $3,000 today. Solana around $165. We're starting to see a lot of movement in the markets. And the question is, what happens to Luna Classic when that happens? And the answer to that is going to be an explosive move, but we need some catalysts in order to make that happen. So we're going to kick the tires. We're going to go around here. We're going to figure out exactly what's going on. 2 days now until that big moment, that I told you guys, and that's going to be the conversation about the market module and what you can expect from it. We're going to have an open spaces on X. If you haven't seen it, go look around. Juris Protocol, I think, is sharing it. Garuda X is sharing it. Strathcole, Frag Verdig, Vegas, everybody's kind of sharing it, letting you know that this is getting ready to happen. I think Diamond Hands is sharing it too. And again, look at what's going on right here, guys. You got to be nothing but just impressed with what is happening in this market. So before we go any further, again, make sure you hit that like button, because if I do the transition and you don't hit the like button, I don't think the computer worked. Don't trust your computer. All right, so before we kick it off, nothing is possible without the sponsor of the channel, and that's Terra Casino and Terraport.finance. Go to Terra Casino right now, terracasino.io, sign up right now. I'm ordering you. This is an order, okay? Sign up right now. Put your username down in the comments below. We're going to be giving away some prizes right now. I just want to make sure that you guys are qualifying for those prizes because we're going to be giving away money. When we start giving away money, then there's no turning back. Some people are going to make it. Some people are going to get sent. Some people are going to miss out because they're like, I don't want to create an account right there. Come on, man. What are you doing? And if you're trading meme coins, especially the Believe coin, which, by the way, I want to point out something here real quick. Don't want to take too much time talking about myself. As handsome as I might be, it's just, ridiculously good looking as I might be. But you click max over here and you look at, I have 44 million tokens right now, worth 5 million Terra Luna Classic. So we've had a nice little surge in the price of Believe over the last 24 hours, up 50%. So if you bought yesterday and you're up 50%, take your profit now. If you didn't buy, guys, I told you. If you want to stay broke, stay broke. That's on you. If you want to make it, you got to listen to signals, okay? You got to listen to signals. All right, so nothing really going on Commonwealth other than the continued discussions about market module and why somebody decided, well, you should be doing it right now instead of doing it when it's ready. Whatever this bullshit is. And then we have the updated proposal for the SDK and the WASM upgrade. Now, I've been going through meme coins, and guys, I can't be anything but impressed with what's happening with Juris. Juris at or near its all-time high, getting ready to have a breakout. But there's more. Last night, I just kind of noticed my Inhera bag, and Inhera just kind of out there. We're waiting for some kind of sharp move or something like that, and boom, it just breaks out. Now it's sitting at a pretty good clip, at this point. So I have 1 billion tokens right now. Yeah, 1 billion tokens, worth about 2 million Luna Classic right now. So shout out. You can. There's some real opportunities right here. Again, I think this started with $25. It's $127 right now, and I know that's not a lot. I'm not bragging, saying that is a lot or anything like that. But again, we're starting off with $25 on each and every one of these, and they're turning into so much more. Garuda X, we started off with $25. $25 is now 1.4 million Luna Classic, and that's about $83. Again, $25 is all it took, and we're at $83. Now, if we put more money in, maybe we get more money in return. I don't like to think of it that way, but I mean, here we are, and all these things are it's nice to see that we're starting to get some real movement in here. And if I cashed it out, I probably have 30, 40, 50 million Lunc. By the way, I told you guys before, long time ago, I'm not a major holder. I'm just somebody who believes in the project and thinks that, if I can do this with this little amount right here, then, It'll be a nice run. I'm not looking for life-changing money on Luna Classic. I'm just looking for success from Luna Classic. And that's that 40x that I've been talking about. As far as the validators go, we'll talk about that at another time. But suffice it should be to say, you know what? Let's actually go look at it. Guys, I just can't help but tell you how impressed I am with what you guys have been doing right now. Moving your tokens, moving your cryptos over into places that are going to support you in the long run. That's fantastic. I love to see that, guys. I really, really love to see it. The bad actors in this space, the ones who are not doing anything for you, but are continuing to cash out on you and take your money every single month, but they're not providing with any value, they're losing their stakes, okay? And you guys are giving it to people who are working for you and trying to pump your bag. They're not on some holy mission or anything like that. They're here for you. They're here for you, the investor, and I love that, okay? So, and I'll talk about that all day long, baby. I'll talk about that all day long. Speaking of all day long, look at what's happening right here. You're starting to see that move. This is what we were talking about before, and what I'm saying is I think that we are heading into that little box right there. There's this protection little zone here. I want to see it break up above, and when it breaks up above, remember we're on the 1 day right now. 1 day is what matters so much right here. 1 day chart. And what we're looking for is a break above the 200 MA. We are almost at that level. So let me get off the screen here. We're almost at that level. Being almost at that level, that is a big deal. Once we get there, bull run, bullish momentum. Let me show you what this looks like. And we talk about this all the time, right? The last bunch of days anyway. But when we get a break above the 200 MA, that usually signals a breakout. We get a break above the 200 MA right here. The 50 crosses over the 200 MA. What happens? We get a rally from this spot right here all the way up here to 3079. Okay, when we get bullish confirmation, the last time that happened right over here, and then boom, we got absolute breakout right here. Just absolute exit velocity. You know what I mean? Like that's what we're looking for. We're looking for those crossovers. When those crossovers happen, that's when good things start to happen to this project. Now, we're looking at the next thing happening right now. We're watching it sort of start to play out. Now, it has not played out yet. That we have to be honest. We're seeing it get close. Once it gets close, we're going to see whether or not we get above or if we reject. It wouldn't be a good sign if we rejected. But what I'm going to say here is that 50 right now is going to start a sharp upward trend, just like it did over here. It's going to start a sharp upward trend in a couple of days. In just a few short days, we are going to look at that crossover. When that crossover happens, people are going to notice it. It's a golden cross. When you get a golden cross, algorithms, okay? You know, this business is run right now by AI and algorithm, okay? That's how traders do their trading. And when they notice a golden cross, that is a buy opportunity. And of course, they're looking at it right now. And you know, what the bot is seeing is what's the movement look like, okay? Now, we haven't seen a full correction over here on the 50, but we're seeing the price start to move up rapidly. And when you see that, that usually means an uptrend is getting ready to start, right? And it takes a few days before that really starts to break out, but you're seeing a confirmed turnaround on that 50 MA. See how it went down here and then it just kind of spiked around. Looks like over the next couple days, we're going to start seeing a nice little move right here as it rounds upwards. It should start getting a little bit quicker, and then that's going to lead to, and this is still coming down, that's going to start to slowly but surely kind of balance itself out. So, you know, right here in July, we're going to see a golden cross. When we see that golden cross, then we're going to get a 2 or a 3 or a 4 or even more X, okay? There's billions of dollars coming into the market right now. We were up 200 billion yesterday. We're up 60 billion today. So the bull run is in full effect right now, okay? Again, we're just looking at large caps are starting to move a little bit. Bitcoin dominance is starting to break down. Guys, I gave it to you the other day. I told you the 50 MA, that's what we're looking for. Broke down below the 50 MA. If this continues, then what we're going to see is massive moves. Look at Ethereum. Ethereum is trading over 3,000 right now. XRP has absolutely broken out. It's at $2.68 right now, up 6% on the day. Mantra, I've been talking to you guys about this. If you heard me at all, then you know I've been really bullish on the recovery of Mantra, and it is starting to break out right now. We're looking around the horn, and we're seeing things really, really, really start to take shape and start to break out, and we're starting to get that exit liquidity level on some of these for the scalpers and the swing traders. But that's not you. You're a long-term hodler. You're a person that wants to hold on for a long period of time. So this is not our off-ramp, not yet, okay? We're getting there. I think that we're going to late somewhere in the fourth quarter, I think, is going to be the blow-off top. And by the way, I think there's going to be another big double top when we do this. So I'll talk to you about that later. But, right now, look at that. We are having a nice confirmed little breakout on almost all of these different projects. We got Cardano up 10% on the day. HBAR's up 10% on the day. We're starting to get some of that real big movement right there. Pendle, look at Pendle, absolutely breaking out. This was my buy zone to buy more Pendle at $3. Never even got close. So, I'm real excited about what's happening right now. And then Luna Classic at 65, 4065. We've been here before. We were here just a few short days ago in May. So we're not breaking new ground. We're not, again, this is important. We're not in an uptrend yet, okay? We've still got to, right here looks like it's an uptrend. Right here looks like it's an uptrend. You see the general move here for an uptrend, but that right there minted lower, okay? That minting lower means that we're not in as aggressive an uptrend as I might have said before. But we should at least acknowledge that when we move this around a little bit, clearly we have started an uptrend. It's a question right now. Again, again, just because you have an uptrend doesn't mean that the money is just absolutely going crazy and absolutely flowing, right? What we need to see is we need to see continuation, and we need to see something happen, and that's going to be that market module that we're going to be talking about very, very soon. Now, the other thing is people are going to start looking in. They're going to be like, well, how much are we burning? And they're going to look, and they're going to see $1 billion, and they're going to say, well, that's a pretty nice amount. We got 50 million burned so far today, which was a good number based off of yesterday, which was only 25 million. So, are things moving in the right direction? Well, it's early to say. What we need to see, what we really need to see, is we need to see some real enthusiasm for that market module. If we don't get enthusiasm for that, that doesn't change anything fundamentally. Maybe people are going to be on the sidelines until they see it actually play out, because again, we're not major alt cap. We are mid cap at this point. So we're going to see it. It's just not really manifesting. And again, it will. I have every faith that it's going to. I like what I see on this chart, despite the fact that it's down here. Okay, I like what I see. I like that, again, rounding that we're starting to see, that big reversal right there. Get that big breakout, and we are 3 or 4x away from just a really, really, really aggressive move. And if that happens, that's going to be great. It's going to be great. Okay, so strap in, strap on, whatever. You know what I mean? We're about to go into the banana zone, is what I'm saying, I guess. And during that banana zone, that's where Luna Classic is going to get a little bit crazy. Now, here's the interesting thing. For those of you that are really wondering, I'm going to wrap this up. We're not going to talk about too much more here, except to say that what we're looking for are a couple things. We want to see retail re-enter the arena. And what we saw in the last 24, 48 hours, we saw retail start to enter the arena again. But that's not the big signal. We haven't gotten the big signal yet, okay? We're waiting for something that's going to set off altcoin season. And I want to say that I'm going to continue to tell you that it is my opinion that when ETH staking is approved by the SEC, that's when things are going to start going parabolic. And it won't be that day. It'll be a couple days later, but we know that it's coming. We know that it's very, very close. It's just not here yet. Now, I am inspired because we're doing 25 million in business right now on Terra Luna Classic. We are $13 million on USTC, and we got a market module getting ready to start happening here, and that's going to increase trade volume. Significantly, it'll increase trade volume. And if all of those things start to play out and they all kind of fall into place, then we are about to go on a fundamental journey that to recovery that we haven't seen before. And for those of you, for the people that are out there, and listen, they're the ones, they are. They're the hard R's. You know what I'm talking about. Let me show you something real quick here. All right. So we're at 23 million volume, right? But the important thing here is market cap. And now you have to consider, what do you think a fair market cap is on Terra Luna Classic? I want to say 10 billion. I think that it's reasonable to expect that Terra Luna Classic could go to a 10 billion market cap. So with that being the case, then the question is that circulating supply, what do we do? How do we get there with this whole thing? What's it going to look like? So here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say it's very easy. I'm going to go to CoinGecko compare, and we're going to find something with a 10 billion market cap. Okay, I'm just going to give you this is what I think is going to happen. Okay, and the closest that I can get to you right now is going to be Stellar XLM. Okay, so in the event that Luna Classic matches XLM in market cap, currently this is where we end up. 2 zeros, 1878. Now that is with 0 burns. That is with no burns. Remember, market module is going to do hopefully a significant amount of burn. All right. We're going to have protocols in place that will continue to reduce the circulating supply. We should recognize here that we were close to all of it being in a circulating supply, and we've been able to burn off over time a pretty good portion down to 5.47 trillion. And you know, the question really is, how do we continue to do that? I mean, just imagine this. If I take you on this journey right here, and we go to this, and we burn somehow 50% of the supply. What if that, you know, what if we get a little momentum here and we get a significant burn protocol with the market module? And it won't be, by the way, it's not going to be designed to just absolutely obliterate and you know, go through huge chunks of supply. It's going to be small. It's going to take a lot of transactions. It's going to take you guys actually being traders and doing some stuff on chain. That's what it will take. But if we cut it in half, then this number doubles. That's kind of how the math works, right? So it'll be 2 zeros, 36, which means that it will be 50% over what I gave you as my estimate. So that's all it takes. So now, if we just kind of roll that back a little bit, that's a 50% burn. If we only burn 25% over the next little while, then guess what? That puts us exactly where I gave you, and that was a 40x, and that was going to be at 2 zeros, 27. So all the signs are pointing towards we can get there. Now, I got to be honest with you. If you look at some of these other ones, he's like, well, you know, what if we could get to Tron's number here, 30 billion? Well, when you make that kind of comparison, I don't think that it's possible. I don't think that it's possible, but 2 zeros 5. You're almost at half a penny right now by getting to 28 billion market cap. Or you just reduce the supply by 75%, and then guess what? You get the same run to 12 billion market cap. You get the same thing. So again, supply is a lot. Supply is kind of difficult. You know, look, we're just fanboy. We're just fanboying right here, trying to figure out where it could go. So I hope you like that. I hope you're excited about what's going on in the market. I hope you're making money. Make sure you take your profits. If you're going to use those profits to buy Luna Classic, do so now, because later on, you know, you still make money. But the generational opportunity, if you're looking for it, is right now. This is the bottom. This is, guys, it's very simple. The people who are holding you down, they're losing their validation stakes. People are putting it into people who are here to pump your bags. Things are happening in the background that are going to start pumping your bags. Guys, it's all coming together. You just need to have a little bit more patience. That's the most important part of crypto. Number one, putting your money in crypto. And number two, patience, because patience will pay off for you in the long run. So let me know what you think in the comments down below. And remember, none of this is financial advice, but I am always right.